Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. But one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play, because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Caught behind the line. It's Bernard. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He wants to throw it again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. It was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful. Not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I think that was nickel right there, and I do like bringing in an extra DB. Why? Not only can that guy cover in the slot, but he can also blitz. You can kind of disguise and hide what you're doing because you got more guys that can really rush the passer or cover in the back end. So nice disguise, nice play.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He's loose. Puts him in the spin cycle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Might as well give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Branch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The run from the shotgun. It's a running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice. All week long, that's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds his man. It's Branch. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught, close to the marker, it's Branch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide open
electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dogs! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Horton. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Here comes the offense on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's got more. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Every time he touches the ball, you could feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He's got it on the right. huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find the hat.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? On the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Pulls and throws off the RPO. If he goes down right there, that play's going to lose yardage. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll take a shot. And the throwing catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. The clock will stop with it. Out from the offense, they'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Going to the run to start this second half. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Finds the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Here's the handoff.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Unloads quickly. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Alabama pushing the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They booted away on 4th down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The screen, and watch out. What a cut. Now he's loose. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run an...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. And the quick shuffle pass underneath.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Branch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Branch. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and And he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Turning it on. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Oh, out of space. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll run it on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Cuevas. And he's still running after the move. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll run the screen. Hard running there. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, on that 3rd down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Cuevas. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
And through 4 games, they're now done the first third of their season. They're sitting at 3-1. Offensively, you just get the feeling they're finding a rhythm. They're establishing their identity. They know who they want to be, and they're putting players in position to make plays. I expect this offense to continue taking strides, and by the end of the year, they've got a shot to be one of the best units in the nation.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.